So as we've been talking about previously, that the book of Hebrews was written to people who were looking at going back to their old life. They were maybe pulled by family members, pulled by their culture, pulled by one thing or another, to where they were very tempted to go back to their old lifestyle. So as we talked about in chapter 1, in chapter 2, and chapter 3, it gives this idea that don't go back to religion. Christ is greater. Christ is the answer. You see, they had to choose between Christ and their faith, because in their faith, specifically the Jews, they rejected Jesus Christ as their Savior. They said, nope, he's not ours. But they had all their culture. They had all their holidays, their get-togethers. Everything was cultural there. And they were tempted to give away this Jesus, let him go, if I could just have that back, right? So that's what we've covered. And now Paul, I believe it's Paul here, he says to them, he said, listen, there's rest here. And honestly, if you go back, you're going to miss out on the rest of God. Rest, as in you go home from a long vacation and you go to your house, it's your house, and you lay down, you just rest. Finally, you're finally home. So that's what he's encouraging them to, and he reminds them of this same idea in the book of Hebrews, in the book of the Old Testament, I should say. He says the children of Israel could not go in to the promised land. Why? Because of unbelief. They could not enter into his rest because of unbelief. And the same thing that's happening here with the Israelites, they can't move forward into true faith because of their unbelief. And that's what's happening with them there. So we're going to find this, that Paul says in chapter 4, he says, let us fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest. So he's trying to tell them, you should be fearful. This decision to let go of Christ, to let go of true belief and go back to your religion, to your old ways, should bring you fear, all right? And that's what he's saying here. It should give you a fear.